Hello, my name is Josh, and this, if you can't tell, is Star Wars: The Old Republic, the new MMO put out by EA and BioWare. Um, Basically, what this video is going to be, and it's probably going to be broken down into a few videos, is just me talking about and going through some pretty basic gameplay stuff. Really, just kind of doing this video for a good friend of mine who is not able to play right now, just to show off a few things in the game. But if anybody else does happen to be watching this, feel free. You might see a couple interesting things, learn some things, and hopefully get a chance to enjoy this game because it really is great. But anyway, I'm kind of going to be talking personally to one person here, so some things may sound a little strange if you're not him. So anyway, just kind of going to dive right in here. I'm going to be playing as a Jedi Sentinel. You can see I've got a bunch of kind of weird names over here. I've got a load of characters. Jedi Sentinel is one of the directions you can go when you play a Jedi Knight. The other direction is to be a tank, which is, if you're not real familiar, is the kind of person that stands around, takes a beating, so that other people can do the killing. Keeps the attention of the bad guys. The way I went is to instead, have a lightsaber in each hand and do the killing. Because why not? But yeah, I've got a bunch of different classes. So far, I haven't found one that I don't enjoy. They're all really fun to play. I was really surprised by that too, because I thought that if it wasn't a Force user, I wasn't really going to enjoy it as much. But it just goes to show how good a job BioWare did with this, because it's just as entertaining to play a Republic trooper as it is to play a Jedi, which you wouldn't expect, but there you go. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and dive right in here, and we'll get started. You can see on these loading screens, it's actually got something to kind of fill you in, like, if you haven't played for a while, this is what you're doing. And it's just like the iconic 3-paragraph crawl you see in the movies. Puts your name in there and everything, so that's kind of cool. But as you can see, I'm on Nar Shaddaa, and working my way through the quest line there. A good ways in. I don't know how close I am to the ending. I didn't get this far in during the beta, because I was only able to play for a couple days back then. But Nar Shaddaa has been really cool. As you can see, it's it's like New York and Tokyo in hell. But anyway, yeah, Nar Shaddaa is just what you would expect. It's a huge economic and trade planet. Huge place. But anyway, this is me, and this is my companion Kira. In Star Wars, every character has companions. It's not like other MMOs where you would have certain classes that would have pets or minions or whatever. Every character has not only one but multiple companions to choose from. In this case, I'm rolling with Kira. She's a Padawan, not my Padawan, but learning from me just the same. And I set a wonderful example for her. But I've also got T7, since your basic astromech droid. He's pretty cool. I like the way he talks. He does the beeps and whistles and everything, but it'll put text on the screen telling you what he's saying, and it's usually something along the lines of T7 plus Jedi equal heroes. But it's interesting the way they wrote his dialogue. It's good. And C2N2 is basically worthless. He dusts off my ship while I'm out doing things, but I can use him for crafting, so good for him. But he doesn't kill things, so he doesn't interest me. So yeah, right now these are my two. I do know that I'll pick up a few more as I continue through my my quests and going to different worlds. But yeah, Kira is awesome though. She uses a double-bladed lightsaber. She does some damage. But anyway, just real quick, I brought this up real briefly earlier. This is the character screen where you can see all my stats. These are really basic, like you'd see in any RPG. Strength, endurance, all that. The only ones that you may not be really familiar with, presence. Basically, it influences how tough your companion is, which not a huge priority for me, but other classes do kind of innately have higher presence because they are a little more dependent on that companion at times. Not to say any class is really dependent on it, but you know, it can be helpful early on to have a tough tank-like companion at some point for some of the characters, like the Jedi Consular. But anyway, you can see I've got a bunch of gear over here. This is my earpiece, which is like a super high-tech Bluetooth headset in the future, which makes you a better person. You know, my clothing, basically, that I'm wearing here all has different stats, which make me a little bit better at killing things and not getting killed. And these are my lightsabers, one for each hand. This is the primary, this is the offhand. And you can see they've got modifications. You can see in the lower half of the tooltip that came up there. These are all things that I have put in myself, and for the most part, I actually made them. You know, I made that color crystal, I made the hilt, you know, I made the enhancement. I think the only thing I didn't make was the mod. I may have made that too, I can't remember. I don't think I did, though. But anyway, yeah, part of my crafting that I've chosen to do is artificing, which allows me to make, among other things, lightsaber parts. And you can swap things out. You know, if you've got a lightsaber, you really like the way it looks, so there's nothing stopping you from just keeping on using that. You can just keep putting better augments in there and keep using it. And you know, you do have the color crystals, which not only determine the color of the beam, but also give you some stats. This one gives me a little bit of endurance, which makes me a little tougher. But yeah, you can see I've got a bunch of gems here, which I use to make these things. But anyway, we are here on Nar Shaddaa. I'm going to get some questing done here and show you how that works. This is a taxi terminal. So I'm going to talk to this little droid. An available travel route. I will. And my quest, you can see, because this turned green, you can see I've also got one up here, but this quest is bugged at the moment, and I can't finish it. So I'm going to take the taxi down to the lower industrial sector, and we'll knock out a couple quests. You see when you click on that, it puts you right in a taxi, and it takes control. I'm not doing this. And we are going to fly through Nar Shaddaa. You usually get some pretty good views while you're doing this. Sorry, I'm gone completely silent now. I'm just enjoying the views. That giant green graphical glitch is, yeah, annoying. But it is something that has been in the game for a long time. It's something with the engine. It's caused by these towers right here. Has not been fixed yet, but hopefully it will be soon, because it's kind of obnoxious at times. You can see it's just randomly shooting out there at that wall. Anyway, we'll ignore that for now. We're here at our destination, and it looks like we're going to be heading over here to this part of town. Alright, so let's go. We'll probably end up picking up a couple other quests along the way as well. Oh, and why am I walking like a chump? I just spent a ton of money on my speeder. Well, not the speeder itself, but the training to use it. You can see it's kind of nice. It's a 90% speed boost, so way better than walking. even though I walk pretty fast as well because of some of my abilities.